How do we create job requisitions and job descriptions? First, create the job requisition to include, as I was saying before, so it's like the internal document that has to have first the position information. So what is the title? What grade is it at? Is it an entry level? Is it the middle management? Is it a senior position? And so on. When is the start date for that position? What is the type of employee? Are you looking for a contractual basis employee or a full-time employee or a part-time employee? What are the working days, the minimum salary, the maximum salary? Which division are they going to belong to? Is it marketing? Is it sales? Is it accounting? Is it finance, etc.? Who are they going to report to? So basically, reporting to obviously the direct manager, and if there are any other lines, dotted lines, they have to actually report to someone else on a monthly basis or on a project basis. Position description, obviously. So what is the position that you are trying to fill, and what are the requirements needed for that position? Second, you have to take a look at the budget information. So is it a new position, or are we replacing someone else? Is it budgeted? Finally, who are the reviewers / approvers of that position? So who needs to approve? Is it HR? Is it the CEO? Is it also the sales manager? Is it the financial manager, etc.? Then once you're done with the job requisition documents, you need to work on your job description documents to include, again, the position title. So I need a sales manager. Sales manager is a position, okay? It's a title for a position. Community manager is a title for a position. A communication specialist is a title for a position. Then we have a general description and the purpose. So what is the purpose of that position? Now we're going to take a look. We have an example of the job description. And then we have the duties, the roles, and the responsibilities. So this is pertaining to the job itself and what is the skill set and the expertise needed to fill that job. And finally, we have the skills and qualifications, which are more related to the person and the behavioral part of that person that would ideally fill that job. So the academic requirements, the professional requirements, the skills, the competencies, and obviously anything behavioral that you need to know about. So analytical skills, sense of initiative, outspoken, those are actually part of the skills and qualifications. So here, for instance, we have a position or a typical job description, okay, for an accounting clerk. So this is the job purpose: supports accounting operations by filing documents, reconciling statements, and running software programs. Now, what are the job duties? So this is all in accordance with the duties of that person. What are they going to do maybe on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? And finally, the skills and qualifications. So what is it that they need to be well in or experts in that are basically organization. So they have to have organizational skills. They have to know about financial software. They have to have good reporting skills. They need to be attention to details. They have to be proficient in everything that is PC typing, etc. So this is the set of skills that would be needed to fill that position. So here we take a look at the Emirates Securities and Commodities Authority values, because actually the Securities and Commodities Authority is the number 9 UAE place to work in, because they have values and they make sure that they implement those values. So their values are fairness and equity, partnership and cooperation, transparency and creativity. And obviously any employee who is working in an environment that actually cares for fairness and equity knows that they have a fair chance, just along with anyone else, to advance, to succeed, and so on and so forth. In regards to partnership and cooperation, each employee feels that they are actually part of that organization. They can help in the decision-making process. And finally, obviously, any employee who has enough transparency from his side towards the company and from the company towards him will feel secure enough in his job. And any employee who has enough creativity to do his job the way he thinks would be best and who is entrusted with that creativity would do well and obviously would want to work in such a company. Now, the next exercise for tonight is select one of the positions you plan to fill. And I want you to create a job description to include, okay, first the job title, then the general description or the purpose of the job, then the duties, roles, and responsibilities of the person wanting to fill that job, and finally, what are the skills and qualifications for that job. And then I want you to compare your results to the example that we saw earlier that has to do with the accounting